at this point. But let's get a check on what's played out with the market. Now, we're seeing green on the screen from the sell-off we had yesterday. Just XRP and Cardano still holding the red color on coin 360 at this point. Ethereum, $2,700. I guess the longs in the market there enjoying some reprieve now because we've been getting a lot of sell-offs, with the bears trying to dominate the price of Bitcoin. Let's look at some of the headlines in the market now. We see Nigeria set to amend its crypto and digital transaction tax at this point. We know tax and cryptocurrency, that's one segment people don't really understand at this point. But we're seeing that the SEC is planning new rules to ensure all eligible transactions on regulated exchanges are taxed. I'm sure for the decentralized exchanges, that might be a little difficult. Then we see the Binance founder, Champagne Zhao, that's CZ Binance, he pledged 150 BNB worth approximately $100,000 to support those affected by the collapse of the controversial Libra coin after a college student began raising funds to assist those victims. So he put out money to help, and he got more money in return. Then we see Binance again in the news. We see the federal government is planning, or through the Federal Inland Revenue Service, they've asked the Federal High Court in Abuja to order Binance Holdings Limited to pay about $79 billion and 231 million naira for economic losses allegedly caused by its operations in Nigeria, as well as about $2 billion in income tax for 2022 and 2023. That'll be a lot of money if Binance actually pulls out and actually pays. That's a good sum right there for the federal government. So these and other issues still be discussed at this moment. Let's bring in Rume Ofi now, financial market analyst. Hello, Rume.
Good afternoon, Larry. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rume. Always great to have you. So it seems Nigeria's federal government, I don't think they're done with Binance, just yet by, what we're getting at this time. We've seen that relationship between this top cryptocurrency exchange and the federal government in Nigeria. It's not been good, so far. But how are you seeing the latest development?
So the latest development that actually came up on the news right now is a situation of it's a situation where the federal government is looking at it like, oh, you guys must be punished, irrespective of all of the interference that have come in to make sure that the executive that was actually been arrested at some point is let go. That Binance has to face the music. Although a couple of persons in the industry have actually said that not exactly Binance is the cost of our economy challenges, but we know there's also a role they played somehow with some of the price at some point, making it look like Binance is the way to get the rate. But our economy is somewhat leaving that aside now and seeing how I think CBN is determining the rate at which dollar is being brought into the market or is being sold into the market. But the idea right now of them going to pay the fine is also very important. There has to be some kind of fine in all of this put together. The Binance has to pay, but the idea of the amount that is coming out as a result of the fine is something that I really don't know if Binance is going to be able to pay that. And let's not also forget that Binance did not apply for the provincial license that the SEC is giving. So it only suggests that they really don't have interest coming in, considering some of the challenges that are happening and some of the information that the authorities wanted is not something that the platform wants to give in terms of privacy and all of that, private data and also all of that, So I think it's something that the authorities can come up to find a way towards, so that we can also have all of these interests aligned, more like a win-win situation. But right. I wouldn't say Binance is innocent. but I would suggest that there needs to be a balance somehow.
Right. It seems, getting to tax crypto, it doesn't seem to be the simplest task at this point. But, going back to what you said about the, P2P market and, Binance being a reference point for the exchange rate, back then when, people were allowed to use the Binance P2P for cryptocurrency exchange and conversion, from Naira to dollar. But do we still have P2P exchanges operating right now? And why aren't we seeing that negative impact on the Naira?
Right about now, Binance is no longer operating in Nigeria. Binance is no longer operating in Nigeria. But is it for us to now say that we now have the very best of the best economy because Binance is not operating? I don't think that is correct. And I also think that some other platforms are operating. It's now led for the SEC or some other agents of government to be able to do their own due diligence, or maybe use Chainalysis to find out. I don't think I should be giving such information right about now, but I think some exchange platforms, Peradventure are doing their. We have licensed exchange platforms, Butcher and Quid, that's quite all right. But I still think that some of these foreign exchange platforms still have a way of doing some of these things, and I think it's not good at all. Binance is not doing all of those things, but so is looking to those guys to be like, oh, since Binance is out of the way, it's now their turn to maybe take a share of Binance, but. You have to do the truth is Nigeria is being taken for granted right here when it comes to the crypto industry. And a couple of us that are analysts in this space, we're talking about all of this. Because it's not good. It doesn't put us forward. Some things that they can't do in the US, they're doing it here. A couple of them are operating here, irrespective of the fact that they don't have the requirement to operate. So I think the authorities should do their due diligence to make sure those guys actually do what is right. But in the case of Binance, I think Nigeria, we have moved past that idea of going to one platform to check rates and benchmark and do all of these things. The CBN comes up, sells dollar, and that is what people use to do transactions and benchmark, not a cryptocurrency exchange platform anymore. And right. I think I must give kudos to the CBN for doing that. So I think a lot of things are going to happen, and let's watch and see the best of the best, because we only have one country and we need to make it better, as the case may be.
Right. We're all up for the stronger Naira and anything that keeps the Naira strong at this time. But thank you so much, Romeo. Always great having your perspective. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ladi.